Good morning. Welcome to the 2019 Senior Rexa Project. You guys are done. Kyle was telling me, because every year you guys know that I say, oh, I can't do this anymore, it's too much work, and I'm just going to do it in my room. And Kyle said, aren't you glad you're doing it in the library? And I am, because we really honor the work you have done here, and we really want to send you on your way. Let's introduce our judges for today. Please stand up and say what you do and your ties to Byron. Let me give a few rules first. You guys have probably heard my spiel, but I just want to reiterate. Please do not knock any bookshelves, those of you along the back there. Respect the library. Do not sit on the tables. And of course, do not talk during somebody's presentation. This is rather nerve-wracking, and the more good energy we can put out, the better they're going to do. Let's start with Cole Yerman.
Hello everyone, my name is Cole Yerman and this is my senior exit project. My full name is Cole Joseph Yerman and I was born January 22nd, 2001 in Howell, Michigan. I weighed 9 pounds, 4 ounces and was 22 3/4 inches long. I've played football, basketball, and baseball my whole life, and I've also attended Byron my whole entire life. Family. My parents' names are Cammie Armstrong and Todd Yerman. My mom is remarried to my stepdad, Randy. And I have 2 sisters named Allison and Madison, a little brother named Kipton, and I have 2 stepsisters named Kelsey and Kathy, and stepbrothers named Ben and Nathan. My career intentions. I plan to attend Mott Community College this fall for a degree in secondary education. I want to be a high school history teacher. And then after 1 or 2 years at Mott, I'm going to transfer to another school. I haven't decided what school it is yet. And whatever school I teach at for when I get the degree, I want to be a basketball or football coach for them. This is my resume. My business letter. My interview with professional. I interviewed our history teacher, Mr. Schartzer, and it was pretty interesting. I asked him what I should expect to make like my first year as history teachers for high school in high demand, or am I going to get a degree and then not be able to find a job? And I asked him how it was like being a coach with high school students, because that's also what I want to do. My research project was car pollution and how it affects our environment, and this is my PSA. For the little changes that we can like ride a bike, carpool with people. I live by a bunch of people that go to this school, and if we just rode together instead of all taking separate cars, we'd save a lot of damage for the environment. My Golden Eagle was made by Adam, and in it he talked about how I was a student athlete and like all about my family and what I do with my life really and my future plans. For my vision board, I want happiness and good health. I want a family, and my dream car is a 1969 Dodge Charger, like the General Lee. And I have a basketball court because that's what I really want to do is be a coach for a basketball team, and I have a classroom because I want to be a history teacher in my future. This is my family tree. Letter to my parents. Mom, I don't know where to begin. Thank you for everything you've done for me whole life. You've always been there for me no matter what. I don't know how I can ever repay you just by me coming up to you and asking for money so I can get gas to go out with my friends. You never even hesitate and you just hand it to me. And I don't remember the last time you missed one of my games or anything. I've always been here. And thank you for everything you've done. I love you. These are my friends. I have a picture right there of me, Denver, and Jenna. You guys have been my best friends forever. And I can trust you guys with anything. Down there's me and my friend Logan, which we really didn't start off as good friends, but then like after playing a bunch of sports and stuff together, we became closer. Me and Kyle right there and right there. And Kyle, you're one of my best friends, and you're also my cousin. Thank you for being there for me. There's me, Julia, Katie, Jenna, and Tegan. And Tegan, we didn't have known each other that long, but thank you for always having my back whenever I need it. Me and Katie, thank you for always being there for me. I couldn't have been the last 2 years without you. This is my family. Top right there is me and Allie. Thank you, Allie, for always coming to everything Mom can't, being like another mother figure in my life. Me and Maddie, and we don't really get to see each other as much often anymore, but when we do, we always have a good time together. Thank you. Me and my stepdad, we were going to Florida last year, and we were waiting for our plane, and we just got sick and tired of waiting, so we fell asleep. There's me and Kyle's senior night for basketball, cheering each other for each other's success, him hitting his 1,000 points. And then here's me and all my cousins after Allie's graduation from U of M Flint during the winter. And there's my grandpa and grandma, and they're the best grandparents you could ask for. They're always there no matter what you could ask, and they'll be there in a second for you. My 3-word essay is, it is possible, because it doesn't matter what you do in life, people are always going to say you can't do it, but if you just stick on the right path and do what you want to do with your life, you can do anything you want. My most inspirational person was LeBron James, and no, not just because he's one of the best basketball players, but because he opened up a school in Akron, Ohio, where he's from, called the I Promise School, to help out single mothers who, like, there's no father in their life, and to help their kids get better test scores and stuff. And he also only grew up with a mom, and for like the last, ever since high school, really, I've just had my mom. So he really just gets to me. My community service, I helped my sister with her classroom, building lamps and bookshelves and everything for her. I volunteered at an old folks home, just by playing games with them and talking to them. And I also helped my neighbor, who's a mechanic, work on my car pollution. And I helped the Littenden Little League program, which is my cousin's team, and I helped them just like learn how to hit the ball and stuff. And then I volunteered at our own baseball clinic we had in Byron. And these are all the pictures from my community service. My educational timeline right there is me and Emma White's. When we were in preschool, we were the prince and princesses for Byron's homecoming. We got to like crown the king queen. And right there is me and Mrs. Montini when I was in 2nd grade. I remember being bummed when I found out I was in her grade, because none of my friends in her class, none of my friends were. But then she ended up being my favorite teacher, and she still is. That picture is from Crossroads Village when I went with the school, and that guy to my right was on the wall, and he looked really like he looks like me. So I thought it was cool. Right there's me and Kyle after we won our championship in Little League baseball, and I just remember being super happy. And that's last year during basketball season. We were playing Duran, and I hit the game-tying 3, and then Kyle went around and hit the game-winning 3 from the corner. And then from my senior pictures, and just ready to be done and excited to see what my future holds. My senior project experience, don't procrastinate. You have fun while doing it because you're going to see a bunch of old pictures from yourself way back then, and it's just cool to look at. And when she first hands out the rubric, you are freaking out because it's huge, but you actually have a lot of it done from earlier in the year, so it's not really that much. Any questions? Adam.
What are you doing to benefit the cause of car police?
Well, I'm going to start riding my bike more and not trying just to drive around everywhere and walking. TJ?
What you talk a lot about, like the small things we can do as individuals. What can we do, like as a system, to change our reliance on cars?
We can all just come together, and like I said, we all don't live that far from each other. We're just a little town, and like just see you picked up like Jerry or someone for school, and like how much like just pollution from Jerry's house to here, like that's still giving off a lot of pollution. Like just by that, it could help a lot. Sarah.
So like I don't know you that well, and so this presentation was like really good to get to know you because it's kind of crazy we were in this whole time, and I don't think I've ever talked to you, but but when did you start wanting to pursue secondary education?
I made up my mind at the beginning of this year. I always went like back and forth with what I wanted to do with my life, and then I decided that because I've always wanted to coach something, and then I just felt like being a teacher and coaching would be good together. Adam?
What's the demand for history teachers in the state of Michigan?
I'm not 100% positive, but Mr. Schartzer told me that it was pretty good. Miss Gloria?
Do you plan on walking home after this?
No. Jennifer?
Which one do you look forward to watching?
I either wanted to be a cop or I wanted to do something with sports. Adam?
Do you ever regret throwing out 2,000 bullets in fire?
No. True.
What's your favorite memory from high school?
Just playing all the sports and stuff, and like how much all the family it is together once, you'll never forget it.
That's a good place to end. Let's give them a hand.